All right, joining us here in the media center here in Seattle is your funny car provisional #1 qualifier, Bob Tasca. Bob went to the top with his run of 3.964, 320 miles an hour. If that holds, it would be his fourth #1 this season, 13th in his career. Some good vibes from last year. He qualified #1. Totally different setup and everything this year, but how pleased were you with that today?
Well, I tell you, I'm feeling a whole lot better than I did last weekend. I was under the weather. The race car was a little bit under the weather, and come to Seattle. We did so good here during qualifying last year, and we got snake bit in the first round. But what I was, really happy about that run, I always ask the crew chiefs, what is it going to run? And Aaron goes, it'll run 96. And, you saw Force run 98 and 99, and, you knew 96 was going to be a great run out there. And it ran 96. It was so smooth, dead straight, just an awesome run. Coming from Denver where you think it's going to blow up, like literally the entire time you're in the car, the way it sounds, and you come back to sea level, and these things just sound incredible. So good way to start. Tomorrow I think you'll see more of the same in Q2, and then Q3 will be the throwdown run. So I certainly don't expect this to hold for #1 tomorrow night, but I fully expect us to pick up in the last session. So we'll see what we can do.
You've always talked about the importance of doing well early in the season and late in the season when it's cool. To be able to run this in hot weather, how does it make you feel for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I came out of the first 5 races. I didn't have a win, but I was absolutely elated. Couple #1 qualifiers. The car just showed incredible performance when the conditions were good, which is what you have to do to win a championship. And then you come to the summer months, you say, okay, you got to stay alive, right? You got to go rounds. You got to keep the car moving up the ladder to get ready for the Indy run, and to come out here on pretty, one of the hottest tracks we've seen all year and go to the top of the page, gives us a lot of confidence for the next 5 races, right? We're going to see some hot weather racing coming up. We come here if they ran it in December, so it don't matter. I think it's good. I never like personally fighting the air show or whatever they call it, Seafair. So I think that should help us tomorrow and Sunday. But I think the conditions are very similar now as they were last year. So it's always kind of hot here. It can be cloudy occasionally, but every time I've come here, the majority of my career, it's been beautiful.
Is there any, switching Seattle and Sonoma, Seattle instead of Sonoma for the second race, is there any adjustment from Denver coming here instead of Sonoma for that second?
Yeah, just make sure you don't get on the wrong flight. You're so used to going to California, and you're halfway there, and you forgot you're supposed to go to Seattle. But no, it's different, But I don't. Once you leave Denver, anything is more normal than Denver. So it's great to be here. It's going to be great to finish it off in Sonoma.
New crew chiefs for you this year. How's that changed from last year? What's your feeling on the way they do business versus what you had before?
I don't know. I've never smiled so much in my whole career driving. So I just absolutely love racing with Todd and Aaron. It's always a dynamic. There's a lot of talented people out here. The problem is chemistry, team chemistry. It's in business. You see it in business. You see it in racing. You see it in basketball, any sport, right? If the chemistry's right, ordinary people can do extraordinary things. And I can tell you, Todd and Aaron and the whole team have an incredible chemistry, very different than last year. I love the dynamic between the two. I was a little unsure when you put something like this together last minute. Wasn't planning on doing what I did. And I can tell you, I couldn't be more impressed with the level of effort and chemistry that is on our team right now. And you've seen it all year long. And I promise you the best is yet to come for this team. I promise you that. Yeah. Clay, he wins first round. He wins the race. I never seen anything like it. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, it's great to see him do well. I think that's what's so exciting about the sport of drag racing. It's not dominated by one. Anyone can win on a Sunday. Round to round, it's literally madness. People winning that should win and people winning that shouldn't win, or it just makes it exciting. And I'm not so sure you find any motorsport in the world as exciting as this one. Yeah, she's following us. I don't know what it is, but yeah, she might be. She might be. Oh, we will for sure. The place is packed. Oh, I mean, hey, listen. You leave these races and Sundays and Saturdays, and you see the stands full. I mean, as a driver sitting in the car, that's why we're here. We're not here to race ourselves, right? I mean, when you see the crowds, and the Denver crowd was so bittersweet to see that many people there on the last event, but that place packs them in every single year. And no different than Seattle. You know, this place will be packed tomorrow and Sunday. It's why we're here, and it's I think it's a tribute to the sport and how we're growing, you know, inside out, this sport, you know, from the grassroots fans, you know, throughout. And you will see the same thing in Sonoma. Sonoma packs them in, and, you know, it'll be a fun summer swing. We're going to take a few of Taylor Swift's fans, I think. You know, she may be worried about filling her stadium up.
Thanks, Bob. Good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you.